And hey, it's an honor to be here with you, man. I'm a big fan of yours as well as Charlie. So
that's very kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's 100% true, man. But I wanted to say, I don't know if you guys noticed, and I'm sure you did, but the whole inauguration, everybody from Obama to Hillary, Bill Clinton, all of them looked so despondent. It didn't look like a victory inauguration. It looked like they lost. I mean, from every single one of them, they had no life in their eyes. They looked like their body language was depressing. It looked like they were at a funeral. That's what I saw.
It's really interesting because that goes to a question or a debate I had this morning, and I was saying, for whatever we think of these people, these bad people, they're not actually totally stupid. So they must know there's something here, and yet they still turned up. They still turned up, and I thought, A, because they've got nowhere else to go, and B, maybe if the piece of cheese is big enough on the trap, they've got to walk into it. But I totally agree with you. There was no relief or excitement. It really was, they were looking over their shoulder every 5 minutes.
This is something that was sent to me just now.
Okay.
The farewell speech had gold-trimmed flags. He is transferring administration out of the District of Columbia, where the corporation was formed, and it will gain power by Biden tomorrow, and will be considered a hostile relationship between the state of an occupied territory and the occupying power, which is why they have all the troops there. 11.3 following that by his executive order of 2018 on seizing of assets. Well, DC has been fenced in, so it's now regarded as a foreign territory with foreign assets. And this has caused foreign interference in our election. They can seize everything and anything from the candidate that certifies or is part of the certifying of a fraudulent election. This will all go out in the public view, and we'll have no communication from the president because the military is now in control due to the Insurrection Act. Biden will be virtually inaugurated into this foreign entity, and the US Marshals will seize everything and hold tribunals at the Capitol, which is why the tents are set up as a makeshift prison. Trump will be sworn in as the 19th president of the 1776 Constitution on March the 4th. Hence the flags now on the Capitol.
That makes sense to me. And I'm just going to tell you, I'm really good at reading body language, and not one of them there looked like they wanted to be there.
Well, number one, Nino, is that I received the live speech, the live inauguration, I received it at 7 o'clock Spanish time in the morning. I received it 10 hours before it went out publicly.
Oh, wow.
So all the television stations were saying it was live.
Interesting.
But I received it 10 hours before.
So it was already recorded, you're saying? Like, you're saying that was
pre-recorded. It's pre-recorded, 1,000,000%.
Pre-recorded.
I shared it this morning, at 7 o'clock this morning, I shared it with my entire team and a lot of other people, and said, look, what's going on? I've already got it. I had the inauguration in video format at 7 o'clock this morning Spanish time, which is 1 o'clock in the morning Washington time.
Which actually, and we had this discussion again, Becky and I, means that whole ceremony was illegal.
Correct.
Is not actually sworn in as a president because correct. It was not in a consecrated building. It was not done by somebody who was authorized to do it, and it didn't happen at the appointed time.
Right, it has to be 12:01.
Interesting. And not only that, I noticed that Justice Roberts was the one doing the ceremony. You know, I mean, isn't he the one that Lynn Woods has been putting out there saying he was under oath, and they were questioning him, and he was a pedophile and all.
It was the woman that did the swearing in the black woman. I don't know what his name was.
Oh, I thought it was Roberts. I thought I saw.
He was supposed to do it. He was supposed to.
Oh, okay.
But a black lady, I can't remember her name, but she did the swearing in.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I felt like I was kicked in the nuts and in the stomach today, and it was hard to watch. It was
hard to watch. Yes,
it was brutal. It was brutal.
I watched it at 7 o'clock this morning. So to me, I couldn't make out why every channel had put it out as a live, because all these TV stations must have known that it wasn't live.
Can I just throw out a theory and see what you guys think? Do you think maybe they're conducting the military operations now and they wanted to do it under the guise of Biden being president so it doesn't look bad on Trump? Or maybe they're doing it now so that not to cause another battle on the forefront or in our own country with civil unrest. Keep that at bay while they do these military operations, so they're not fighting multiple battles at once. And maybe having Biden inaugurated kind of plays down everything to where they can focus on other things. Am I making sense here? Does that make any sense at all?
Look, from my point of view, I've said this the whole way through, and I'm going to stick to what I've said. Is this is all pantomime. Everything else has been done behind the scenes, and I've been watching the intel that we're getting minute by minute at the moment from the general. He's just saying, remain calm. Everything is coming. I'm trying to see what also. I received the confirmation that the military are in control. And it gives me the two names of the people in the military that are controlling everything right now.
Well, like I said,
there we go. Pete Gaynor and Christopher Miller. The United States is no longer under civil control. Pete Gaynor is head of FEMA, and as is Christopher Miller, who is
Miller was He was the acting defense secretary under the Trump.
Both were put in charge by Trump.
Yeah.
And activated by an executive order.
Mm.
Gaynor is a combat infantry expert with Marine Forces, with what's going on in DC. And he's just put, okay, you folks are about to get jolted with a big wake-up call.
Good.
So now Christopher Miller, an expert in unconventional warfare, and Pete Gaynor with FEMA. Christopher Miller is 100% in charge of all military actions right now. And Pete Gaynor is in charge of FEMA. In the absence of a functioning government, who takes charge? Oh, we've got Tiana Islam coming on now. That's all of us.
You see,